can't catch me. I'm the fastest thing alive.
I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in speed running.
Huh?
The reason is the left's lack of work ethic.
What?
Go fast rather than do it right, and in a Petersonian sense,
Petersonian?
to elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest hedgehog.
Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're a beta male, Sonic.
What's up, everybody, and today we're going to take a look at a Sonic Adventure 2 Shadow Upgrade Kit. So, first off, starting with, let's go over the presentation. So, you will be getting it in a box here, and there will be packing peanuts in to protect the print itself, and you will get an order slip. So that is what you get there, and then when you open it, oops, got the packing peanuts pretty much almost all over the place. But when you open it, you will get the head here that is within the packing peanuts, and it protected it very, very well. So it's very nice and protected. I believe this is made of resin, I'm pretty sure, because I don't see any print lines or whatnot, and I see that the how the back looks here, so I'm pretty sure this is used with a UAV resin, which is the best for action figure custom pieces. So very good on the materials. So you will get the head right here, and we'll just give a little kind of look at the head itself, and there you go. And then on the inside you will get the hands right here, a little bag, and the shoes here in a little bag too. And in the other segment of this custom upgrade piece section, we will take a look at the overall sculpt work, I guess you would call it, or the model work. Of course, I already did kind of show off the head here, but it is modeled very well and resembles the Adventure 2 design absolutely perfect. Top tier work here. I will also be plugging in the creator. His name is Pitt Penguin. I'll plug it in here right now. Here's his website and everything. So if you want to go check him out, everything is, at a very good price too as well. And these are paint it yourself, so you will have to paint them up. But he does a very good job as far as I can tell right now. And yeah, so definitely go check him out. And towards the end of this video, I will also be going on a little bit of, I wouldn't say a rant, about a different creator and different, it's more so just like concerns. But not for this guy. This guy's actually perfect. My concern is for this other person was why is how I pretty much found this guy, just by searching up, because I wanted to get an Adventure 2 Shadow super, super bad. And then I eventually stumbled upon this guy, and this guy was really, really cool, and, the prices were good and everything, and he did a really good job. And that good job is shown very nicely here in person. It does have these holes here at the back. I assume that is from the printing to make sure that it is all one good print there. And yeah, this is just a really, really good job here. It's spot on to the game model, but that is pretty much for the head. Now, of course, I will go over the hands here. Here are the hands, and they are modeled very beautifully, super accurate to the game. He even has these sections right here molded in, which are actually part of the, because with the actual game model, the kind of inhibitor rings that are like this like flat kind of piece, and they like wrap around like that, and there's a little gap in them in the animation model, and he replicated that quite perfectly. So that is some very nice work. And of course, all the joints and stuff like that are already hollowed in. I will show how they fit on the figure here in a second. But yeah, the hands are sculpted very nice. And then of course you get the hover shoes, or the air shoes, which are again sculpted super, super nice. These things are extremely accurate. Again, the same type of detail work there for the inhibitor rings, just like the games. And then, of course, the red bits that are, well, they're going to be red, are sculpted very accurate to the game. And on the bottom, the hover shoes are very accurate to said game. And so with this kit, it was about $18, which is a very good deal. So for $18, you get 2 shoes, 2 hands, and of course the head. And that is a very good deal. So that is pretty much it for, the packaging and the details of the, sculpt itself. So I will actually show you how to put it on the figure. So here I have my Jakks Pacific Shadow 4-inch figure, and we're just going to take the kind of hand off there and the foot. I'm only going to show, actually, you know what? I'll do it all, just to get it on and show good fit. So first what you're going to do is just going to pull off the hands and the feet, and then we will get the head off too. So just take the head off like so. Then you will be left with this. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take the shoes and make sure they're lined up properly. Then they should just fit right on in. And they do fit in very well. They just slide right on in. There is resistance there on them, so that way they can fit in very securely and very well too. So there are the shoes on there, and then we'll get the hands on, which those should just pop in too, and those just pop right on. And same with these hands here too, which just pop right on in. There we go. And it's looking like that so far. Then we will take the head and... Okay, seems with the head, I might have to drill it out just a little bit, but I'm sure it will fit on there. But as far as we go, we got that, and it looks like it will go in there. I just got to maybe drill just a little bit, but it definitely will fit, and we will get a nice looking shadow out of it. Okay, so I managed to sand down the neck peg here, so now the head should be able to fit right on with ease, like so. And just squishing it all the way down. There we go. And there is our Adventure 2 Shadow the Hedgehog, all put together and looking very, very nice. Now, I don't have the parts on all the way because I am going to be taking them off to paint them up, but that is pretty much what we have as far as right now. So with that being said, let's get him painted up. And here he is, all painted up and looking absolutely perfect. So let's go over my paint work that I did for it. So basically the details. So unfortunately with this kit, you do have to paint the quills yourself, which is fine, to be honest. It really wasn't that hard for me to do that. But overall, this kit is just super well. It's done really well. So of course I painted the gold on the inhibitor rings, of course. Got gold at the bottom of the shoes there too, with some black, to, give the kind of air shoes some depth. And then of course painted the parts red that need to be red and whatnot, and the parts need to be black. And then of course I both the hands and the feet are pretty much around the same 4 different colors. So those are all painted up and looking quite nice. Painting this kit really wasn't too difficult. So it was only like around where the head was concerned that I had to spend the most time. But it came out pretty well, and I'm actually pretty surprised at how well it actually came out. I also put a top coat on it, so that way the paint would not scratch, and that way it would be very well protected and concealed and whatnot. And I think it came out pretty well. I absolutely love this kit. I'm so happy that I did get it. And then of course the quills and stuff with the back of the head and everything. Tried to match it up to the game as best as I possibly could. It was not easy. It's hard to get screenshots from an old game like that. but I tried to match it up as perfectly as I could. There's a little bit of inconsistencies with certain parts of the head and everything, but overall I think it came out as perfect as possibly was going to get it. The ears look a little bit messy. The eyes maybe look a bit on the messy side, but other than that, it's really not that bad. And I absolutely do love it. Now, yeah, it's a really nice looking kit. So I'm not going to do any crazy transitions here since it is pretty much a kit, but you do get the same articulation with this shadow here that you do with the normal Jakks shadow. You still get the same rotation, everything, and articulation with the feet and everything. Sorry, I had to cut the video just a little bit there. This house has a mice problem, and you can hear the mice through the walls and everything, and I had to yell. I'll probably drop like a blooper video, small little blooper video of the mice. Maybe after I release like this really, because I want to try and keep it as professional as I possibly can. So take a look at the figure here. I was talking about articulation, right? Yeah, you get the same articulation that you would with the regular shadow pieces and everything. It's just changed around, so you still do get head movement, although it's a little bit stiff, and I have to lift mine up just a little bit. But you still do get, full head rotation and everything. Even though the neck peg is shaved down a little bit, just to, get the head actually on. But the head fits on very snug. The hands and the feet fit on super well. And having it all painted up, it looks absolutely fantastic. I absolutely do love this figure. Now, I probably won't do like a size comparison just because he's pretty much the same as, your other figures, but I will do him next to characters like Rouge, anyway, since I'm not doing articulation and stuff like that, because it pretty much is the same articulation, this is more so just a kit review than an actual review. Let's do just a small little pose test. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that little pose test. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how well he scales with some other Jakks figures here. So starting up, of course we gotta put him next to the recently released Jakks specific Soap Shoe Sonic. So there's how he looks next to the Soap Shoe Sonic there, and I think they look pretty great together. It'd be nice to get an adventure style head for my Soap Shoe Sonic here sometime in the future. That'd be pretty nice. But that is how he looks next to Soap Shoe Sonic. And then, of course, we gotta bring in Rouge here. So there he is next to Rouge the Bat. Two amazing characters introduced in Sonic 06. And let me just angle my camera back to where it needed to be. So there he is next to Rouge. And then, just for the fun of it, just to kind of show him off that I picked him up, here he is next to Mephiles the Dark, which I will probably be doing a redo of his colors, if I can figure out how to do that without disrupting the amazing paintwork that they already did. But there he is next to Mephiles. And that is pretty much it for the scale, at least the ones I wanted to show. Now it's going to be rant time. So I just wanted to give a quick little rant, and this rant is going to be by no means to spread any hate, nor any, disdain, or any form of aggression towards this specific creator. Now, the creator I'm talking about is Tito the OG. and there's just some things I want to talk about because I feel like no one really talks about it. Maybe because not many people really see it as a problem, but it's more so just, you know, business practice. Now, some of you guys probably clicked on the video thinking, oh, is that the Tito OG Adventure 2 kit? Well, it's not. This kit is actually made by Pitt Penguin, or, you know, Pitt Prince. Here's, you know, if you want to go ahead and check it out and get one for yourself, here's the, you know, his website, and of course, you know, his Insta too as well, if you would like to, you know, get a kit of your own. But I came across Pitt Prince when I was originally going to get the Tito the OG's Shadow Hand kit, because and what I really want to talk about is the business practice that Tito does. And once again, this isn't to spread hate, this is just to, you know, something I just want to personally talk about that I think maybe he could do better, so that way, you know, everybody can get a kit from him, because that's the main issue with him. So basically the whole thing is, when Tito makes and prints out kits, he always does it in a very strange release kind of way, and he does it around like a certain time. Now, most people are up around that time, but there are some people who aren't up around that time, and this and that, and he makes them so limited to the point that not really anybody could get them. You know, it would be nice if he gave a pretty decent amount upon release drops, but and I know you're probably going to say, well, maybe the reason you didn't get one is because you weren't there on time. And I understand that. The first time, yeah, I was late, so, you know, it was whatever. But then the second time, because the first time I wanted to get the Adventure 2 kit when he dropped that. But then the second time, it was the Shadow Hand kit, which would have just been a bunch of different hand accessories for the Jakks Shadow figure, like, you know, like guns and things like that, and different hand poses. And the release dropped at 1 o'clock. And so I woke up at 1, hopped on, you know, about 3 minutes after 1, so it was about 1:03, hopped onto the Etsy, wasn't there at all. And then I texted him and asked him, hey, did you drop the Shadow Hand kit? And he said it must have been sold out. 3 minutes. 3 minutes it sold out. And then I've seen him on his story saying that he was upset that, you know, not many people were able to get a hold of a kit. And that's where I'm here to talk about this and to say that, you know, there is a better way. So, you know, not many people got a kit. Cool. Then increase the size, since it's, you know, you have a high demand. And I know you probably want to make money, because who wouldn't want to make money? So raise, you know, the quantity that you do with your things there. Give, like, an exact time window of it when it will be cut off. You know? So then, you know, if I understand people have their lives and everything, so he's probably, like, super busy and doesn't want to be bombarded with orders and whatnot, but you can still make it limited with still being able to, you know, to give people, you know, kits, even if they, if they miss out and everything. And what would also be really nice is these drops and everything are kind of at random. You know, it'd be nice, you know, every, like, maybe 2 months or month and a half or so to, you know, have, like, those designated days for drops. Because, you know, you release a drop, you know, basically what I want to say is, it's not Nike. You don't drop something, get it very limited, and then, you know, it takes a while for it to come back, or it may never come back. The thing is, I feel like you should have a website. You know, have them made to order, just like how Pitt Prince here has it. Have it made to order, so that way everybody gets a kit. You know, you're not, you know, bombarded with orders. Maybe in the beginning you'll be bombarded with orders, but then it'll start to slow down because everyone will eventually already have a kit. And, you know, it would be beneficial for everybody. You know, you'll make money. You probably won't be as too much of you know, stressed. Everybody's gonna get a kit and everything. Everybody's gonna be happy. like Pitt Prints here, you know, he has a website, everything. You can go ahead and go purchase it. It's all made to order, and it shipped to me pretty fast. And which tells me that Pitt Prints needs more business. Not like I don't want to like stress them out or anything, but it shipped to me super fast, and this guy does really good work. So I would definitely give him a look at. And I'm gonna fix my camera here. I don't know why my phone likes to move around a lot. But definitely give this guy a shot, because this kit is absolutely amazing. And again, I like Tito. I think he does amazing work. I just wish his business practice was just a little bit more better. And another thing I do want to say too is I understand that Tito's a lot of times Tito's kits are, you know, already pre-painted, but he could just release, you know, unprinted kits made to order on his website, because his Etsy is completely empty. The only time it's full is when there's drops, and you know, sometimes not everybody's able to make those drops, but they still want a kit and they're willing to pay the money for it. Which also, by the way, this kit was cheaper than Tito's kit too. This was about $18, which is a really fair price in my opinion for the amazing work that is done here. And you know, of course I had to paint it myself, but you know, me being an artist, I could paint it up. And if anyone does buy a kit off of him, I would not mind painting it up for you as like a commission and whatnot, because I could definitely do that. It would take some time though, just because of the amount that does go into it, but I would absolutely not mind doing that. But yeah, so another thing too I want to say is Tito had a question, like you know how on Instagram you can put up a question on your story and people can answer it, or can ask you a question that you can answer on your story. Well, he did that one time, and he basically said, you know, don't ask me about release drops, and I just think that was just a little bit poor of taste. Just because, you know, you are a business person, you make kits that people want, and people buy stuff off you. It's, you know, I've done business before with certain things. I don't mind if anyone asks me about anything. I have people ask me to make customs all the time for videos and stuff like that. Like, I'm not just gonna go out and be like, don't ask me to make customs and this and that. It's like, I don't mind it because it gives me ideas. Because I like doing this stuff. You know, I'm not gonna be, you know, annoyed by it. You know, there might be some like things that people ask me to make that I don't either have the materials, or I'm just not too interested in making, and I'll be completely upfront. I'm not really that interested in making it. I appreciate the idea. I might do it one day, but as far as right now, there are other things that I do want to get, you know, made first. But yeah, I just think that was just a little bit poor out of taste, because, you know, that's one of the main things that people are going to want to ask about is, you know, when are the kits coming back? Because so many people want them, so many people don't have them. A lot of people missed out on them. So, you know, maybe just allow people to ask those questions and, you know, to give people insight, rather than it just feeling like a silent drop just at a random every now and then. You know, because that would be nice. You know, because, you know, people just want to know. And, yeah. But because of all that fiasco, again, I think Tito does great work. I'm sure he's a cool dude and everything like that. I just think his business practice could be just a little bit better. But because of all that, I discovered this guy. I absolutely love this figure, and I am 100% happy with my purchase. And I'm sure if anybody else wants to pick up this kit from Pitt Prints, they will be absolutely happy to, you know, happy with this kit too as well. But yeah, again, beautiful, amazing kit. And again, this rant section was not to spread any hate, but this kit is absolutely amazing. Definitely go pick one up. I highly recommend it. Yeah, so let's pretty much move on to some of my final thoughts about him, because I do have some things to say a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it off to the end of the video.
So, as for my final thoughts, I think this is an absolutely wonderful kit. I had a really fun time painting it up. And as far as the rant section goes, I'll just say it really quick. Again, no hate, no nothing. I just think things could be just a little bit better on that end. But as far as this kit goes, definitely go support this guy. Pick up this kit, because this thing is awesome. Again, had a fun time painting it up, and I'm so glad that I finally have an Adventure 2 Shadow in my collection. And he did a really good job on it. This is a really well-made kit. I'm actually quite surprised. I was, it was everything that I hoped for, and even more. And I'm surprised I was able to actually get it painted up as perfect as I possibly could. Tried to color match as much as I could, and I didn't realize too either. The gold paint on the original Jakks Shadow figure before the kit was super messy. I didn't even realize that. But anyway, hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. Definitely go hit up Pitt Prints for this upgrade kit. And follow my socials, the Insta and my TikTok for more action figure related posts. And I will see you guys in the next video.